I go down to a scout, and not a whole lot happens, but we get other picks and people clean up. And you can tell our soldier was having difficulty with his ping. I'm not sure exactly what it was at, but it was hovering around 150, 200, which isn't great on soldier. Here we start going in. I think we start capping the point, which is good. It's good to get that early cap. Not a whole lot's happening. I should have built to the Spencer there, but I don't think about it. I tell my team that, like, we're gonna hold forward so that they can't walk in without getting punished, and that's pretty common. We didn't do great at that. Like, we weren't exactly sure what that meant, so you can see we lose our heavy. Their pyro just walks into my mini, takes a ton of damage. So here I decided to go for the demo, 6 surfs, and then soldier flank. So you can see they're on Kurt's Krieg, and I call that out, and we know that here about when we have, normally when you have about 70% on Uber, they're going to be having their crits. Oh, I do have a dispenser up, and it starts getting hurt, not a big deal. Having a dispenser up is a huge boon for your team, especially on this point. I call it that spy, but I wasn't quick enough to get him. He escapes. They pop crits and come in. So I separate the med from his demo and I go after him and gun him down. Completely nullifying. Well, not completely. I nullify most of that crits, luckily. And that's a good thing to do here. I get taken out by the sniper. Not a big deal. Snipers are really good on this map. Here our med needles down the spy. And so now we just need to regroup, get heals again, try and get back up. Here I try and out-DM their engineer. He has like no health left, but I can't hit the last shot. Yeah, 30. They also start putting teleporters up, which are really good. They're not a necessity, but they're really helpful for getting your team up and pushed to the front. And I don't do that a whole lot. I try to, but it doesn't work out. Yeah, you can see that. Free metal. So I put it here because I know they're going to be pushing soon, and I don't want it near the front where it's going to be getting damaged. And I figure getting them about there is super safe. So soldiers in the lake room. This house called bathhouse, hot tub, whatever you want to call it. Here he gets our soldier, and then our demo takes him down. Here you can see our demo trying to get damage out. You want to control the bathhouse. That's a really good area to like get control on. Here I probably should have upgraded the telly so that we could get to the front faster, but I don't think about it. And it starts getting taken out by a demo man. So I knew that spy was there because he sapped before he stabbed. And I could just turn around and shoot him. So, not a good decision by him. Their spy didn't get a whole lot of picks. He revolvered me a few times, but that's not, like, I don't care. As long as he doesn't get the med, or the demo, or the heavy. So now we're just getting ready to push. We're trying to get Uber, trying to get some frags. We're waiting for that opening frag. So soldier bombs somebody. I don't know who he's going after, so I call him out. We gotta be aware he's there. I go around because I know he's going to be on our med. He gets me with a nice flick shot, and he took out our med. So now we're just waiting. Our med respawns with me. So they're going to have a huge advantage because they're still on crits. And our med died before he got Uber, they can just pop in on us again and kill the med before we get it. Soldier's still controlling the bathhouse. You see that's an entire flank that shut down to me. So I have to go around to the left. And so it's a really good idea to try and get as much control of that as possible. Here, their spy, like, normally the spy would move, but he doesn't, and then I lose him because he doesn't move like I expect him to. Most spies will either try and fake you out or they'll keep running in a direction. They don't just stand there, and that threw me off. So I call him out, let people know where he is. Our pyro starts burning things around that area. Here, this is stupid. This shouldn't happen, ever. Thanks, pyro. Med goes down. Like I said, super aggressive. Just walk into them, shoot their med. So we catch out the spy before he gets our med, which is good. So right now I should be getting dispensers and tellies up because our team's holding the point, and so we think we're gonna win this round, so we get a little bit lax, but then they push in the last few seconds, and I think we drop Uber actually because we don't pop it in time or something happens. We have Uber, but we don't use it right in any case, so we end up losing this round by literally a second. Oh no, we don't have Uber. We have 83%. I knew we were close. This is a map where Koth maps in general are really built around Uber exchanges, so if you can build Uber, especially when they're running crits and you're not, it's really important. That's what we probably should have been doing a little bit more. So here I get aggressive, it doesn't work out for me, so I just run away. Put up a mini. We get stuck in bathhouse, and this is why it's a... If you're gonna go bathhouse, you have to get aggressive with it. You can't play from within it very well on this initial push. It's too easy to get caught in it and drop a lot of players like we do here. We bleed out. So they pop crits on our med, we have to pop Uber to save them, so we get their med. But so since he died and we popped, we're gonna have about even if they're still in Kritzkrieg, which they are. They're always on Kritzkrieg. Call out that scout. He's lagging out, super hard to kill. We end up getting him. Kill the pyro. Call out that heavy. Rotate around to grab our medic so he has somebody to heal. So they're trying to take pot shots at our med, so I want to keep that sniper down. And there, we lose our med to their spy, which is a good pick by them. And now we're just rotating, so I go after the med again. Why not? I miss some shots. He goes down thanks to Digi. So this is where a lot of the engineer's kills came from, was I would run into them, start shooting the med, and he would kill me. Which, I mean, I'd trade an engineer for a medic any day. Ideally you would die less, but this was my first time playing the map with this team, and in a long time, so it was just very iffy. Here I wrangle, try and get some damage out. Just trying to shoot anybody I can. Anybody who will take it. So I drop down. I don't see that scout, I don't think, which is stupid. I instead rotate, try and wrangle at them again, try and get some damage out. I think I end up... Yeah, here we go, we rotate back. So a soldier bombs our med surfs into a corner and gets caught. That was his biggest problem, was I think he's not used to playing with us, so he wasn't sure where we could go to protect him, so his surfs were a little bit wonky and kind of bad. Here I get caught out. It's bad decision making. So you can see when they're holding the point, they're holding it as a team, and while we were holding the point, we just kind of spread out and died a lot. So here I decided to throw up a dispenser back where we're holding, because I know people are going to need ammo and health back here. So you can see our soldier lagging out. And wrangled minis are just so strong. It's crazy. If you don't kill the engineer, you're not going to be taking out that mini very soon. So here I decide to go for it. I wrangle at their sniper, but he snipes my sentry. So now we have Uber. We should be pushing into them. We know they have crits. So we want to get aggressive before they do. So here, me and Digi are trying to get healed up while we get in position to push. I'm trying to get metal for a mini. And here we go. We start moving out. So we pop Uber. I kill the Pyro. Consistent 80s. And here I decide to start shooting the med, even though he's quick fixed. And that's what we weren't expecting. We weren't expecting a quick fix. And that's part of why the push failed, was they could just wait while our Uber couldn't do anything and they would pop. So here I decided to throw up a teleporter, I think? No, I don't. Like I said, I was really bad about teleporters. So Leggy Scout comes in, hit him for a little bit. He does end up going down. Alright, so here's me being stupidly aggressive again. I put a lot of damage on the heavy, but he gets away. I wasn't counting on them being holding there. So here, Standaloner's just waiting, trying to get headshots. If you're playing sniper, don't be afraid to, just body shot people. 150 is still 150, even if it doesn't look as good. It's better to hit those consistent 50 damage body shots than miss every headshot. So here we're spamming them out. We have them trapped on point. We get some good picks. Their med goes down. Their heavy goes down. Their scout goes down. And we defend the point. So now we go crits Krieg because they're running quick fix. And we need to build quickly because there's going to be a minute left in this game at most. So here I build a dispenser, but it goes down to the soldier, so I flank around, shoot the med a little bit, try and get damage on him because he's able to stop the push. A smarter thing to do probably would have been just to shoot the Pyro, so the Pyro can't nullify your push, but I wasn't thinking at the time. So I call out that the soldier's bombing. I don't think he actually gets any picks. Their sniper goes huge here. He gets 3 kills and completely nullifies our push. So another pretty close game. We have about 40 seconds left on the clock, which isn't hard to do. So we stay on crits Krieg because normal Uber hadn't been working for us up to the point. So now we want to get aggressive and just flow over the point and shoot things that move. Here I try and get aggressive. I bait. I'm so sorry. I talked about that. I'm an idiot. I got our spy cut out completely on accident, and he probably could have made a pick that I wouldn't have been able to get, and that was stupid of me. That's a horrible. I didn't see him, but it was still dumb of me. So I come in here, grab the health pack. Sniper doesn't see me. Free pick. Take him down. Good pick. Take the Pyro down. Alright, so now we have the point. Good aggression. Soldier comes in. I miss pretty much every shot. Right now, I think we can cap, but their soldier bombs in first. Medic tried to save me. Good on him, but it wasn't going to happen. So here I tell them just to fall back. Standaloner going for something. He headshots the heavy, but doesn't get what we need to get. Spy v spy fight. Really dumb. So failed push. They pushed back as a team while we only had we were pretty scattered. So now we're just waiting. We're trying to get pushes in. Try and build that Uber again. Try and get Kritzkrieg up. Ideally, this is when you start building. Is like we know the Ubers are pretty even. They're gonna have a slight advantage, I think. Here I try and wrangle the minis, and it doesn't die at all. So I don't know if I was missing or what. So here we get Uber. We have 100% Kritzkrieg, and we sap the mini. I go in, shoot the pyro because he can nullify pushes. He goes down. No, he doesn't. My sentry goes down. I bet. So I get super hurt. I'm like, oh, I'm dead. I can't help it. This push. I got hurt too much. See, I should have died here. There's no reason. I should be alive with 1 health. It was garbage. Don't do what I did. Don't try and suicide right before a push. Wait and push with your team. Especially as engineer, you don't have enough firepower to back up. You don't have enough firepower to lead pushes and help them out. You can back up pushes. So our spy goes down to their engineer, which is like, okay. Their engineer had pretty good DM, but he didn't put it in places that mattered. Here I miss everything on the scout, and then I get revolvered by the spy. Scout gets away with like 50 something, and he gets the health pack. Closest save. We nearly drop. See, normally you would Uber demo here, but our demo's down, so we switch to soldier. I don't think we get anything with it, but it scares them away. Uber, like, crits heavy on this map can work because it's so open, but just crits demo is so much better in every way. And that was our big problem. We didn't get enough heals on our demo, so he wasn't able to do as much. Like, he did good damage and he got a lot done, but not as much as he should have been able to do because he only got 22% of the heals. So here I'm trying to get behind them. I grab this metal. So I know they're going to be pushing in with their med soon. So I see him over there. So I'm like, okay, I'll just flank around. I'll get a pick on something. I see that telly, but I decide not to go for it. I decide medic's a better choice, which it always is. I miss easy shots. He goes down anyway. Another med pick. So that's a complete, that should be an easy push. They have a hurt heavy and their med's dead. So then Prevail comes in, cleans up the engineer. Sentry goes down. We can repush. We have a complete advantage. Everything's working out for us. So now we just need to hold the point. And that's where we failed for most of this scrim, was just holding the point. Don't put your teleporter here. This is stupid. Don't put your teleporter in that spot. Put it where the other engineer put it, or put it up here. Don't put it right there. I wasn't thinking. That's a horrible place, and you'll see why here in a few seconds. Here I think the soldier's hurt, but he's definitely not hurt. Yeah, it gets away with 60. That was a good rocket by him. Their soldier was pretty good, as you can see by that rocket and that one where he just flicks around and rockets me off the face of the planet earlier when he bombed our med. Again, wrangled minis. Super powerful. Crazy. Snipers, wrangled minis, and scouts. Pretty crazy on Lakeside. It's an interesting spy map. Our spy wasn't able to do as well. He got picks that mattered. He got med picks. He tried to go for combo picks. But the way they played made that kind of difficult for him. Their pyro played really passively. They stopped my telly here, but then they're like, oh no, don't do that. And you'll see why they back out. Let's see. Do I take it? I do take it. So, for some reason they push back, but they're just trying to bait us into the point. So here I have 16 health. I know I'm hurt. I know that sniper's looking, so I decide to go for the health pack. I get hit by a soldier, and then body shot. Free pick for him because I stayed in the sideline for too long. So here, Stenalona tries to get the med, misses a shot. But that happens. Here I made the dumb decision, taking the telly, and that's why you don't put it there. They'll leave it up and they'll just camp it. So I tell my team not to take it, but it ends up getting taken out anyway. Stenalona trying to get some picks. He doesn't quite get them. See, they're significantly better at holding the point than we are because they coordinate better. So here they crits in because they win if they hold the point. This is stupid. Don't suicide in like that, like they did. Because if we had been coordinated and we had wrapped around and gotten the med, like I did, I got the med there. If we had been able to wrap around and coordinate, we could have recapped the point right there. And they would have been without a med for another 10 seconds, 15 seconds. And without a med for that long when you only have a minute left to attack is super easy. Like that, don't suicide like that. They had gotten confident because they had been winning. But like I said, that was our first game. New med, new heavy. We did significantly better. We pushed better. We just need to work on holding the point and holding aggressively. I'll be playing more passive in the next games. I just wanted to get damage out hard and fast, which is why you saw me suiciding into them a lot. 4 med picks, pretty good. I don't know if you should count that last one because I was kind of free. They just walked into me. Their team needs to be. Their team needs to be better at shooting engineers because there's no reason I should be able to walk into a pyro or a heavy and just take out the med, or at one point a demo and a pyro and just one shot and shoot the medic. That's awful. People underestimate engineers, but it's essentially just a slower scout, and as long as you can aim, you can get those 90 damage meat shots, and 2 of those can kill a medic. Pretty fun game. I had fun. I like the new medic. I'm good friends with our new heavy, potentially new heavy. We're trying out others as well. I'll give you another look at those logs real fast, just so that you can get an idea now. But pretty good game. I think we'll be getting better at Lakeside. It's not a hard map to learn. It's so DM heavy. Here we go. So here you go. Our scout is also super aggressive. He plays balls deep into the enemy team, so he gets a lot of damage, but a lot of deaths as well. So you can see that. Pretty much the same thing I did. He would just go after whoever he could go after. Digi, 150 ping, still did fairly well. 7,000 damage. That's pretty good considering our demo did 8,300. Demo and heavy have the exact same stats up until damage. They go 8, 6, 16. Demo does 8,300 damage. Heavy does 6,000. 13, 10, 23. Not great, but the way I played kind of explains that. And I don't mind dying a whole lot, especially when I'm trading for medics and things like that. I did make a lot of dumb decisions, like the teleporter and not putting a dispenser up and stuff like that. And I'll work on that in the next few games. 5,300 damage, not bad. And then our med, he died more than I would have liked, but he died less than their medic, obviously. I want to keep trying to run Uber, even though a lot of teams will run Kritzkrieg, because if you can keep the med down and keep that Kritzkrieg nullified while you keep yours alive, Uber is significantly better. It's just that Kritzkrieg allows like those aggressive plays, and you can keep people down with it. Golden Knife doesn't do great, but the way they're playing and Lakeside in general kind of explains why he died so much. And you can see like he died more than the other spy, but he got almost as many frags. And I guarantee if we'll look down here, you can see that where's Red Spy? Red Spy. So you can see that the Red Spy's picks weren't great. Like 2 pyro picks, a demo pick, a heavy pick, a pick on me with a gun, and then a med pick, and then mostly sniper picks. That's great. And then ours has 2 heavy picks and a medic pick, and he doesn't have like all those extra ones like on like no pyro picks and all that stuff. So comparable. I think Golden did fine. He's not our main spy. Flatline's our main spy. Everyone knows Flatline. So he did an excellent job. Snipers, like I said, ideally we'd aim for more combo classes, but like their sniper did, but since we did such a good job counter sniping, it's not as big a deal. You can look at their soldier. Their soldier got a ton of med picks and a lot of picks on me and Standaloner. So I tied for most med picks along with their demo. Their demo got a lot of frags overall. He did a lot of damage. He pulls in like almost 11,000, and that's what happens when you run Kritzkrieg. So he and Mar did comparably, and he had more heals than Mar. So I think the teams were pretty even. They knew the map better. They played better overall, but we definitely could have won if we had played with these people, with our new medic and our new heavy before. Just if you're playing Lakeside, keep your dispensers up. Keep your keep everything up. See, their engineer has more heals than I do, but I don't think either of us did a very good job of keeping that dispenser up. You can get over 1,000 heals just off of one dispenser if you set it up right and you're prepared for pushes. Like I said, their team gets a lot of frags, but they're better at getting like the flank classes and all that stuff and cleaning up than we are, and that's where a lot of their holding ability came from, was they would clean up classes. They would work well together, and we're working on that. It'll get better. Kill streaks, 3 kill streak, 5 kill streak. I don't know even. I think that's pretty much everything. I'll be doing more Lakeside demo reviews. Hopefully I'll actually do the match this time, unless it's as awful as Barn Blitz was. I don't think it'll be. I like our new medic a lot more. He's a lot more willing to learn and work with us, and he combat medics a lot less, which is much better. Their soldier grabbed 70 health packs. That's crazy, considering like there's only those tiny ones in the one, and like, so that just tells you how much he was in bathhouse. He just camped that bathhouse and grabbed the health pack a lot, and it worked for him when he did pretty well. Nearly 9,000 damage.